From your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Tacoma Rainiers and the Memphis Redbirds. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Tim Cooney is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he did go deep into the ball game and only allowed 1 run. But unfortunately for him and his ball club, he took the loss. He'd like a little different outcome in this one.
And with that, here's a look at the Memphis D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Mark G will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Now the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard to open up the ball game.
Well, you know, this is a guy who's going to come right at you, even when he's got you down in the count 0-2. Right here he's thinking punch out, but this one bites off a little bit too much of that strike zone, and he squanders that advantage in the count by serving up an 0-2 single to the first batter he faces.
Number 9 comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting third,
Brad Brown will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Not in time. He's in there at second. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Runner goes for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. Now that we have a chance, here's a look at the Memphis D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
A man on third with 2 down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. EK, where are you going now on 3 and 2? Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on. Number 9 will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Miley's ready. Here he comes on 2 and 2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's this club need to focus on here this evening, Steve?
Well, they're toward the bottom of the pack in total hits, so they're really struggling offensively, so they have to make sure that they take advantage of any mistakes that are handed to them so that they can score runs when they get the opportunity.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Hit down the third base line. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Alfonso steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. He's running towards second. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. With a moment now, here's the Tacoma D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Brown is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Steve Clevenger steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Grounded to short. To his left, Ruiz. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Now to the plate, Stephan Romero, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Luis Ojeda, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Swing and a looper to left. Under it is the left fielder, and he hauls it in for the first out of the.
Batting 8, the designated hitter.
Now at the plate, Roger Katimer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
This would be a big time to pick up back-to-back strikeouts if he can get it.
Drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. Tacoma's out on top, 1-0. Miley into the windup. Here it is on 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. For his first appearance in this one, and he's a guy who's been terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. 1-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Again, he sends it out of play. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it into third with a one-out triple.
Batting 7.
Well, this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
Stepping in now, Dean Anna. And he tries to bunt here with 2 strikes, but he's out. So stepping in, number 3, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Lionel Whitting is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Brad Brown is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Line to the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Jesus Montero.
In now, Jesus Montero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Buster Taylor will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it. Gee. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Now batting,
Number 9 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Miley sets. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Runner on third, nobody out. You figure just about any ground ball to the shortstop or second baseman is going to score a run. Here he gets even more than he bargained for as he finds a hole right up the middle into center field for the RBI single.
Standing in now, Ozzie Ruiz. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Alfonso comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many...
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. The run scores from second. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down. Eric Fryer will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. G is in pursuit, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera, Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
And they'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Runners off for second. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he'll be in there at second without a throw, in fact. Stepping in, Dean Anna. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time.
And I'm still not sure why they had him trying to bunt with 2 strikes. I'm just not a big fan of doing that.
Now a spin and a throw back to second. Runners back. Runners on his way to third. Pitch misses. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. To 2-2 now.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Leading off the inning, Steve Clevenger, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Luis Ojeda stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, That's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Full count, 3-2. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Memphis is out on top, 4-1. Aldo Gutierrez come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that. Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Taylor sprinting after it. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Fly ball to straightaway left. Waiting on it, the left fielder looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Full count now, 3-2. Hard liner toward short, and that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. Around first, heading for second now. Mark G will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. In the air out toward right field. Taylor moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game, and I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Hit to short. Ruiz is right there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Ozzie Ruiz comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Richie, due to time constraints, will pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Jesus Montero will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Oh, he has just been a man among boys out there this year. I got a feeling you're not going to be seeing this guy as a minor leaguer too much longer.
Stephan Romero steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Inside and low, 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Striding into the box, Bobby Jacobs. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Luis Ojeda will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll just make it to the bag a step or two ahead, and there's the first out.
The batter, number 34.
Roger Katimer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Got him.
Well, I think he's upset here because that pitch has not been a strike all night. You'll see here on show track, it's still not a strike. He's got a definite gripe. I want to have a word or two myself.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Jorge Almanzar is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Ozzie Ruiz will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Lifted in the air out to right. G has it in his tracks. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he is into third with a triple, his third hit of the night. Into the box now, Alfonso. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
High and deep to right center field. Brown ranging back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So add one more on the sac fly as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
And after the leadoff triple, this is just a case of a guy taking care of business out there with a runner in scoring position. All he's trying to do is get something airborne here, and that's mission accomplished as he gets the easy sacrifice.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. One and two, here it comes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 15.
Lionel Whitting stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Oh, and he botches it. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay throw, and he is in there. Brad Brown will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And here you go from behind the plate. This is a good angle to show how that 4-seam fastball will rise at the end. And that's a pitch that's awfully difficult to get on top of.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. 3-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hand.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Luther Broussard is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Aldo Gutierrez. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Steve Clevenger will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. Anna Ranging up the middle onto first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Into the box, Luis Ojeda. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Fryer flies the tag, and this game is over.
And this save will wind up being the 3-inning variety, and that's got to be okay with him as he gets the final 9 outs to finish off this victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
10 hits.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching... Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, Game 3 of the... Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Arrieta's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. And he is going to reach to start the ball game. Didn't hit it far, but it's an infield single. Stephen Piscotty will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play. And the runner back. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. And now the runner's trying for third. Ready with the 0-2. Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. Matt Carpenter will come forward now and in an early RBI spot. And he's the right guy to have up there as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category. Squares around and drops down a good one. Rizzo scoops it up, and the throw is late, so it'll be an infield single and an RBI on a perfect suicide squeeze.
Center fielder
Tommy Pham will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. There goes the runner. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And he is in there. Matt Adams will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Brandon Moss will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Hayward, still going back. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side. Michael Wacha will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's having a very nice season so far. He's got an ERA in the low threes. So hopefully he can continue that here in this one.
Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Arrieta's got his target. First pitch on the way. Now here's a swing by Moss as he gets a hold of this one high and deep out to right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop
Johnny Peralta will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a solo shot here for Johnny Peralta. And even 30 home runs on the year. And it gives the Cardinals a 4-2 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Stepping in now, Brian Pena. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through for a hit. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Neil Ramirez will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. High in the air out to center field. Fowler shading to his right. 2 gone. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Chris Bryant will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
leading off for St. Louis. First baseman, Matt Adams.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Back goes Fowler, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Off the bat, I thought this thing might be caught, but it just keeps going and going, and he nearly got it out of here as he winds up hitting it off the track. He's into second base here with a leadoff double.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Now here's a swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep to right field, and this ball's going to make it on to Sheffield, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, number 11 for him on the season, and it's now 6-3.
Oh, and insurance runs come at a premium at this late stage of the ball game, and like you said, Matty, that makes this a 3-run game now, and they still need to get 6 outs, but at least now you've got a little bit of breathing room.
Gene Machi is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out. Stepping in, Brian Pena, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Fowler on the run. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. And a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The pitcher, number 61.
Matt Holliday will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Matt Holliday.
Swing and a liner, but foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. Matt Holliday has just launched another home run, and now he's just one shy of 300 in his big league career.
And well, I wish I could tell you from experience because I never came close to 300 home runs, but that's quite a few. And a lot of great hitters can't say that they ever got there either. He continues to climb the charts, so you never know exactly where he's going to end up when this thing's all over.
Pedro Strop will get the call here as he'll take over with one gone in the top of the 8th. Colton Wong will stand in as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And they'll keep it going here as he's into third base with a triple. Stephen Piscotty is set to try his luck now with 4 runs already across and a chance to make it 5 right here.
And you know he's walking to the plate just licking his chops. Everybody else has made it look so easy, so he should have plenty of confidence in the box right now.
And this is taken in shy of the wall, but that should be plenty deep to score the run. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Third baseman, number 13.
Matt Carpenter stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 37 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out toward right field. Hayward has it in his tracks. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play and right.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And the offense continues as he's into third with a triple.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Coming to the plate again, Matt Adams, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fowler has a read on it. And that retires the side. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Chris Bryant started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. You'll need to guard against that.
Anthony Rizzo stands in as he looks at a called strike. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. 3 runs, 6 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Now batting, catcher
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And that misses 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Alex Tejada will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jorge Soler is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Adam Warren will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Brandon Moss will move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Dexter Fowler will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out. He's set. Here it comes. Addison Russell comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Miguel Montero will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
2 out, nobody on. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You know, you keep wondering if this is going to be the day that it ends, and it just never seems to happen. This is really becoming an incredible streak.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
The winning pitcher.
Yeah, he winds up with 3 hits, a triple, a double, and a single. Very close to the cycle, and they just could not keep him off base.
The loss goes to
so that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Redbirds tallied 5 home runs overall as they crushed the Cubs 13-3. The victory extended their incredible run of consecutive games with a win. Chris Carter had a great day driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Brewers took care of the Reds.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the finale of it. John Lester is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Hayward has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Johnny Peralta will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
And he continues to stay hot. He's got that average up into the 290s now as he comes through with another base hit here.
This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Rendell Grichuk will come forward now and in an early RBI spot. And he's the right guy to have up there as he currently sits in 5th place in the National League runs batted in category. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 32 now for the season. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a long solo homer there off the bat of Matt Adams. 19th home run for him on the season, and with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0. This is skied into short left center. On the move is Hayward. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Batting 7.
Jed Jerko will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
4 runs here in this half inning. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the third time tonight, he has served up a home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. 19th home run for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Brian Pena comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Around first is Peralta on his way to second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line. And that'll put him in a good position here with the runner on second and nobody out.
Stepping in now, Matt Carpenter. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And he's not stopping as third base coach Jose Oquendo's waving him in. The run scores from second. Now a 9-2 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple. Gene Machi will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
Your attention, please.
So a two-run homer down the line in left. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Pedro Strop will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Lined hard toward right center. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. Brendan Moss will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And another foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Hector Rondon will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 56.
Rondon's ready. Here comes the 3-2. Line drive to left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow.
Now batting,
Brian Pena stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. The runner from first crosses the plate. The pitcher, Jaime Garcia, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
1-1. Here it is. Hit to first. Rizzo is there. Throw goes to third. And the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball. The tag from Montero. They got him at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Now batting.
Stephen Piscotty digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1-for-5 effort thus far.
Yeah, and you know, guys, the difference between a 2-for-6 and a 1-for-6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
Back goes Hayward. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double. Coming to the plate again, Johnny Peralta, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. Ready with the 1-2. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. It's a 2-run home run for Johnny Peralta. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Into the box now, Matt Carpenter. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run. Solo shot to right center. 38th home run of the season for him as the blowout continues. Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, his third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here. Into the box, Matt Adams. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Fowler is there to make the catch and mercifully. Dexter Fowler will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Moss is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Ben Zobrist.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Hit hard to short. Peralta's there. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
Now batting.
Cubs are down to their final out now, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy. And he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
And, fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. But what surprised me was after a while.
Hello.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Astros, Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup. Colin McHugh will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s. Looking to continue that trend here in this one.
Stephen Piscotty will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Matt Carpenter will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
Well, not only that, but he also has the highest slugging percentage in the league right now.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily. McHugh pauses, needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. A man at third with 1 away. Drilled right back up the middle, and it's the Cardinals that'll strike first here, and that base hit makes it a 1-0 ball game. Rendell Grichuk will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
And you know, guys, he's got a boatload of home runs over his last 10 games.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Matt Adams will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Runner's on his way to third. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Springer to the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Lance Lynn gets the call for game 1 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's having a very nice season so far. He's got an ERA in the low 3s. But hopefully he can continue that here in this one. Give his ball club a chance to win.
And he's retired 1 away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Brandon Moss is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo home run that time for Brandon Moss. 12 home runs for him now thus far, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Stepping in now, Johnny Peralta, and that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. The tag, and he is called out trying for 2. Bad decision.
The batter,
Brian Pena will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. McHugh sets his sights. Here's the 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
On the money.
Oh, and he's in a lot of pain out there and will be carried off the field by the training staff. I think it's safe to say he's likely to miss a significant amount of time because of this. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready on 1 and 2. Skied into straightaway right.
And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. And he's not stopping as third base coach Jose Oquendo's waving him in. And he is safe as he legs it out. My gracious, an inside the park home run. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw.
Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left. Number 21 for him on the season. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll round it and try for third. And he is into third with a triple. His third hit of the night.
Now batting, center
Rendell
fielder.
Grichuk will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jason Castro steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Marwin Gonzalez digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Matt Adams will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Altuve fields it cleanly. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Now batting.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Matt Holliday will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. So a 2-run shot for Matt Holliday, and a milestone. Number 300 for his career. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game. So that's a big home run in his career, number 300. He's been a solid power threat for a long time now, and as we've seen over the years, he's been steadily climbing that all-time list.
And I can tell you, it's a thrill every time you hit a home run, but obviously there are ones that are more special than others. Well, no question, number 300 is one of those special numbers. Some really good hitters never got there, so I can really appreciate what he's done in his career thus far.
Yeah, well, you got a lot closer to 300 than any other living Los Angeles Dodgers. This is such a cool moment for this guy. And when you check the record books, what is there, like 150 guys that have ever reached 300 homers? So he's right up there with some of the heavyweights in this game.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the box, Brandon Moss. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His second of the game as this lead has been sliced down to 2.
Well, guys, this was never a question of distance. This ball is absolutely launched. But we didn't know if it was going to be fair or foul, and you're going to see it. Once this thing hits off the foul pole, it erases any questions you may have had, and that's a home run.
Tony Sipp is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Into the box now, Johnny Peralta. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Back goes Rasmus. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Brian Pena will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Rasmus going back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and we are tied again.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Number 44.
Called to the bullpen now as Luke Gregerson will take over here on the mound. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 35.
A solo shot here for Colton Wong. His 2nd home run of the game, and they've taken a 1-run lead. Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Back goes Gomez. Out of here! And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd of the game, as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Number 37.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
Well, I'll tell you, a side armor is a lot easier to deal with if you're a left-handed hitter. Here he's able to see the ball all the way in, and then he just rips it for a solid single.
3-1, here it is. Sent out to straightaway center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Oh, what a great throw.
Matt Adams will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Gomez racing back, and the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Runner at second, 1 away, and here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 53.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, the 301st of his career, as this is now a 5-run cushion to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Standing in now, Johnny Peralta. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Digging in, the switch hitter, Brian Pena, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this guy has much better power hitting from the left side. We'll see if he can jerk one out of here now.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Marisnick is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Colton Wong. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Giles sets, 1-1 pitch on its way. High and deep to right center field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty. Still 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. Oh, and he botches it. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Matt Carpenter. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Liner toward right center. And he drops it. And he is in there. Rendell Grichuk stands in. He was hosed at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
You know what? I'm not sure if that was on him or the first base coach, but it obviously didn't work out.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 35 now on the season as this lead got even wider. Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Carlos Gomez will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. Jake Marisnick will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Grichuk is in pursuit, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
And as the season's gone on, this is a guy whose numbers have just not been going in the right direction. So this is a welcome sight with this 1-out single.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Stepping in, Tom Noonan. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Carlos Santana will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros leave them loaded. And as you can set to start the ninth now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Matt Holliday is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the eighth, his second home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. Balbuena is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Brandon Moss will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now here's a swing by Moss as he gets a hold of this one high and deep out to right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Giles is ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a ball hit high down the right field line. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. His 4th in the ball game as the blowout continues. In now, Johnny Peralta. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Brian Pena will stand in again as we take you back now to the 8th inning, and this was a big one. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Popped high in the air. Adams is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Jose Altuve digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1-for-5 effort thus far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that's in there. Base hit. In now, Carlos Gomez. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. To short, hit hard. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Welcome to our fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits as the Cardinals got the best of the Astros 21-9. He also extended his hitting streak to 16 games. Anthony Rizzo plated 4 total with his 3 home runs, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 7-4. Tom Kohler pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season, helping lead the Marlins to a win over Cincinnati 1-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates launched 3 home runs as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-1. The Minnesota Twins got 18 hits as they pulverized the Braves 13-3. The Dodgers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-2. Wellington Castillo launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, leading the Diamondbacks past the Mets 10-9. The Nats combined for 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-2. The Blue Jays totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 3-2. The Padres allowed 5 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-2. The Boston Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-2. Carlos Carrasco got the win as he went the distance as the Tribe defeated the White Sox 5-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Kansas City Royals got 11 overall hits as they took down